Yes, sir. Shall we start with principal, sir? Metri, ma'am. Jagdish, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So good morning, everyone. I am
Jadhav,
Bukka BS. I am Bukka BS,
morning,
and
sir.
I am honored to serve as the host for today's national webinar on virtual labs. On behalf of Sangameshwar College, Solapur, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all participants, dignitaries, and participants from various states from Telangana, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra. We are truly delighted to have our distinguished speakers and academicians with us for this important event. To begin this special session, I would now like to invite our respected principal, sir, Dr. R.P. Buwa, to deliver the welcome. Buwa, sir,
Thank you,
please.
Bukka, sir. Good morning and warm welcome to all participating colleges from southern states of India. We are delighted to have you join us for this national webinar on virtual labs. It is my privilege to extend a special welcome to Dr. Jagadish Jadhav, sir, the esteemed expert appointed by IIT Bombay for virtual labs. Sir, we are honored to have your guidance and present with us today. Sangameshwar College Solapur, an autonomous NAC accredited A-grade institute with a strong legacy of quality education, is committed to promoting innovative teaching learning practices and digital initiatives. This is part of our digital initiative. Under the leadership of our Honorable Chairman, Dharmaraj Kadadi sir, and Honorable Secretary Jyoti Kadadi madam, the college continues to progress toward academic excellence and technological advancement. I also acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of my colleagues, Dr. Pushpanjali Metri madam, who is Nodal Coordinator of Virtual Labs, and the colleague who has just started this program, Sri Bamning Bukka sir, Outreach Coordinator for organizing this webinar and connecting institutions across regions. I take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt gratitude to IIT Bombay for their continuous support and collaboration in strengthening the Virtual Labs initiative. Once again, I welcome you all and wish the webinar a productive and enriching experience. Thank you. Over to Bukka, sir.
Sir, thank you so much for your warm words and for setting a positive tone for today's event. Next, I would like to call upon Dr. Mamta AG to introduce our esteemed guest for today's webinar. Dr. Mamta, ma'am, please.
Good morning, everyone. It's given me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to this national webinar on virtual lab. Today, we are privileged to have with us our distinguished resource person, Dr. Jagadish Baburaj Jadhav, sir. Sir is a prominent figure in the field of electronics and telecommunication engineering and currently serves as an associate professor and the dean of aluminum affairs at R.C. Patel Institute of Technology, Shirpur. Sir has a 21 years of rich academic and research experience in the field of electronics and telecommunication. His area of expertise include microwave communication, antenna design, RF and microwave engineering, microwave passive front-end designs, and signal processing. Sir has an impressive research profile with nearly 40 publications in reputed national and international journals like Scopus and Web of Science, and so on, along with the several conference papers presented at prestigious platforms, including IIT Delhi. Additionally, Sir has served as a reviewer for reputed journals, and so has guided 11 postgraduate students and 4 PhD students working with him. So beyond research, sir has played a key role in academic development by organizing and coordinating several AICTE-sponsored FDPs, and IIT conducted workshops, and DRDO supported short-term training programs. His passions for integrating modern tools like virtual labs along with his strong research foundations makes him an exceptional resource person for today's session. We are honored to have him with us and look forward to benefiting his research, rich research insight and expertise. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the thoughtful and detailed introduction. Now, I would like to invite our Nodal Center Coordinator, Dr. P.Z. Metri, madam, to share a few words regarding virtual lab.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to today's webinar on virtual lab. On behalf of Sangameshwar College, Solapur, our college is city's first autonomous college. I want to thank you for joining us today to know about virtual lab, the concept which is designed and developed by Ministry of Higher Education. Shri Sangameshwar Education Society's Sangameshwar College, Solapur was established in June 1953 by Karmayogi late Shri N.B. Kadadi and late Shri M.B. Kadadi with a vision to spread education in general and instruct in any branch of knowledge wherever and wherever feasible. This institute is standing splendid and serene at the historical Sat Rasta Solapur, bearing more than 7 decades of testimony to higher education. This academic institution has progressively proved a leader in higher education, striving continuously to attain excellence under the able guidance of Chairman Honorable Shri Dharamraj Kadadiji and Secretary Honorable Jyoti Kadadi Ma'am. Under the strong inspiration of in-charge principal Dr. Ruturaj Buwa sir, the self-motivated staff are taking the institute towards higher goals and broader horizons with the motto Kayakave Kailasa, means work is worship. This renowned center of learning has distinguished itself by preserving its heritage and is simultaneously forging ahead with times. The institute is a reservoir of quality personnel, and the appointment of 2 of its faculty members to the coveted post of Vice Chancellor has added more feathers to our cap. We are proud of late Principal Shri K. Bhogishyana, ex-Vice Chancellor of Shivaji University, Kolhapur, Dr. Iresh Swami, first Vice Chancellor of Solapur University, Solapur. We are happy to have such a diverse group of participants today for this webinar, and we are looking forward to an engaging and informative session. Today's webinar will explore new trends in technology usage in laboratory experiments through virtual labs. And we are really fortunate to have Dr. Jagadish Jadhav, sir, Associate Professor from College of Engineering, Shirpur, with us to share their insights and experience in using virtual labs for enhancing the knowledge of students as well as faculties. As we embark on this learning journey together, I encourage you to participate actively, ask questions, and make the most of this opportunity. Your engagement is what makes these events truly valuable. People will come and go, but who will always be there by your side is yourself. With this quote, I welcome you all once again for this webinar. Thank you. Thank you, Anand. Over to Bupa, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now it's time for the most awaited segment for today's webinar, guidance by our esteemed resource person, Dr. Jagadish Jadhav, sir. So I would like to call Jagadish Jadhav, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Buwa, sir, for the invitations. Dr. Pushpanjali Metri for inviting me for this session. I'm sharing my screen now. My screen is visible for all.
It's a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, so today's just so today's topic of presentation is how to create Nodal Center of Virtual Lab, IIT Bombay. It is an online workshop. So the importance of virtual lab, IIT Bombay. As many of you are knowing that virtual lab concept is very known to everyone who is working in the technical domain. The virtual lab is initiated by the IIT Bombay and which is known for popularity, remote access to the simulation-based and real-time laboratory experiments. Remote access is what, basically? Remote access is the thing, but you can access the setup of various IITs, IIMs, regional engineering colleges, and the well-known institutes of the world in India also. They can access the resources remotely anywhere, anytime, which is simulation-based and real-time laboratory experiments. So, in doing this, IIT Bombay plays a vital role in enhancing engineering and science education by providing students with remote access of these labs. Basically, this virtual lab allows learners to perform the experiments anytime, anywhere without the limitations of the physical lab resources. This platform promotes experimental and interactive learning, enabling students to visualize complex concepts, strengthen the practical understanding, and bridge the gap of theory, bridge the gap between the theory and the experimentations. But it not only benefits the students in the teaching learning process, it helps the institutes also. The virtual lab support the curriculum integration of the new education policy 2020 implementations that helps and maintains the laboratory exposure even in resource constrained or rural areas. Overall, the virtual lab fosters the innovations, accessibility, and hands-on learning, empowering both students and teachers to engage in quality digital education aligned with modern technological trends. So this simplifies the teaching learning process of the education. The virtual lab will provide the students the result of the actually what is inside in the virtual labs. People generally talks about there is virtual labs, we can remotely access it from anywhere, anytime. But what is the basic concept of the virtual labs? Virtual labs, basically, there is a backend, the modeling of the physical phenomena by a set of equations. So mathematics plays the important role in that. And carrying out simulations to yield the result of particular experiments. Now, simulation is what? Without implementing the prototype physically first, we check the results virtually by adopting the simulation technology. And this virtual lab is basically use the simulation concepts where we can access the remote labs. So carrying out the simulations to yield the result of particular experiments. So any kind of experiments, it acquired the different domains. Basically, this virtual lab you can access remotely, and that covers the various disciplines of the science and engineering, almost every branch of the engineering. Basically, I am belonging from the engineering field, so there are many branches like telecommunication, computer engineering, mechanical engineering, then civil engineering, automobile engineering, computer engineering, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and the data science. So these emerging areas of this engineering education, you can remotely access the simulation-based labs of all the areas. So this motivates the students to conduct experiments by touching their curiosity. Many of the students are have the fear what we have been imagining the engineering and science education. So we can visualize this the animated demonstrations by touching their curiosity. This would help them in learning basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentations. You are glad to know that over 1,000 experiments hosted covering 9 disciplines of the engineering and science. That is MAP, the AICTE and UGC curriculum. AICTE, All India Council of Technical Education, and University Grant Commissions. So this helps the students to access these labs remotely. This is basically virtual labs is nothing but the teaching learning process. A complete learning management system around the virtual labs where the students and teachers can avail the various tools of learning. That includes additional web resources, video lectures, animated demonstrations, and sometimes the self-evaluations from that results of the experiments. So this will help the broader development of the students, the real-time concepts. The main objectives of these virtual labs are nothing but provide the remote access to labs in various disciplines of the science and engineering. These virtual labs will cater the students at the undergraduate level, postgraduate level, even in the diploma students and the BSc students can access them, and even the postgraduate levels as well as the research scholars of the PhD students can also using the virtual lab concepts in their experimental work. Now, the second objective of this is to enthusiast students to conduct experiments by use of their curiosity. This will help them in learning the basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentations. That is, anytime, anywhere, you can access from the your mobile phones, your laptops, your desktops, anywhere, which is connected through the internet. The third objectives to provide the complete learning management system around the virtual labs where students can avail the various tools of learning, including additional web resources, video lectures, and animated demonstrations. Many of the experiments are having the good animated demonstrations that understand the concepts very perfectly and that percolates very deeply in the sense of understanding. The very biggest objectives of the virtual lab initiated by the Ministry of Education, Government of India, that is to share the costly equipments and resources, which is not possible to the rural colleges or the rural students, where they can directly access the IIT's costly equipments and resources remotely. Initially, they have to book the slots. We will next. I will explain you the concept of how we can book the slots of the IIT Bombay in virtual labs. These costly equipments and resources, which are otherwise available to limited number of users due to the constraints of the time and geographical distance. Few instruments, for example, say suppose you want to simulate big. So I'm working in the macro domain, macro communication of the telecommunication. So there are antennas, there are many communication devices which we cannot be accessed, which we cannot have in the lab. So this can be accessed through remote with the help of the virtual labs. There are certain simulation softwares. There are, suppose I want to design the antenna and I want to measure the performance of that antenna. It is very difficult for me to measure the performance of the antenna because what happens? We need the vector network analyzer. I need the anechoic chamber lab to measure the gains and the waveforms of it, voltage standing wave ratio, that's the simulation concepts. So these vector network analyzers, the anechoic chamber, anything you can access remotely by sharing the costly equipments through the virtual labs. So in short, virtual lab has these four major objectives, which is fulfilled by the initiated by IIT Bombay. Now the philosophy of this virtual lab is what? Physical distance and the lack of resource make us unable to perform experiments, especially when they involve sophisticated instruments. For example, suppose I want to simulate the automobile car. Suppose I want to simulate the building structure, the steel structure of any kind of large apartment or the building. It's very difficult for me. So this can be accessed through this simulation softwares. So good teachers are always to scale resources when these are available, which is web-based, I suppose, or video-based courses, address the issues of teaching in some extent. Teachers are also facing the many issues while teaching learning process. Mostly we teach the theoretical concept, but with the help of the theoretical concepts, if you demonstrate the idea by the simulation point of view, say, or animated demonstrations, I suppose, then this virtual lab plays a vital role in that. You can also access or conduct the joint experiments by two participating institutions. That can be the IIT Bombay also. That can be the various IITs of this. So conducting the joint experiments by two participating institutes and also sharing costly resources has always been a challenge. With the present day internet and computer technologies, the limitations can no more hamper students and researchers in enhancing their skills and knowledge. Also, in countries such as ours, costly instruments and equipments need to be shared with fellow researchers to the extent possible. This helps to share the costly equipments and the resources. So these are the major objectives of this philosophy that can be considered. Now, to continue with this point, the web-based experiments can be designed for remote operations. The Sangameshwar College can also develop their lab experiments, and they can be put down into IIT Bombay server, and they can be accessed remotely throughout the country. So web-enabled experiments can be designed for remote operations and viewing so as to enthusiasm and curiosity innovation into the students. This will help in learning basic advanced concepts through remote experimentations. Today, most equipments have a computer interface for control and data storage.
Jagadish sir, you are muted. Please unmute yourself. Jadhav sir. I have some technical issue.
Yes, some technical error
Sir.
now. Actually, sir.
You get muted, sir. Please unmute yourself.
Hello? Is there any issue, ma'am?
Sir, actually it is showing you are muted. Unmute yourself on the system.
No, sir, you are audible. Actually, you are valuing by using NMSHI.
Buka, sir?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
So whatever I covered this, so it is gained to the students. Few slides I have explained. Are they able to learn or not? Shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Please.
No, I covered few slides. Let me know from which slides I have to continue. Shall I start from the beginning?
No, sir. Actually, I think 12th slide is going on.
Features I have been
Salient.
covered.
Yes.
Objectives I have been covered. The philosophy.
Yes, sir. From
Yes,
the
ma'am.
philosophy. Yes, please.
From the philosophy, I should continue.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So these are the major objectives we have been covered. The philosophy, which I have been explaining, the physical distance and lack of resource make us unable to perform experiments, especially when they involve sophisticated instruments. Also, good teachers face many times the resource unavailability, but this can be useful when we have a web-based and video-based course address the issues of teaching and some extent. From two sides. Okay. It is visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the interrupt from the two
Devices you
internet
have them. Yeah.
I
No
have been
problem, sir.
joined. That's why some echo was coming.
Okay.
So I just resolved the issue now.
No
Hope
problem, sir. Please continue.
learners are able to understand this.
Yes.
So the the philosophy, the objectives we have been covered so far. There are four major objectives of this, which is provide the remote access to enthusiast the curiosity of the students, to provide the complete learning management system, and the last but not the least, to share the costly equipments and the resources which are available. Now, the philosophy, the physical distance, which the teachers majorly faces the lack of resources. So, web-based and video-based courses addresses this issue very. The second philosophy of virtual lab is that we can conduct the joint experiment by participating many institutions. So we can collaborate with various institutes, that is IITs, NITs, and the regional engineering colleges and the science college, reputed science colleges of this uh, inside the India. One more philosophy, that is the web-based experiments can be designed for remote operations and viewing, so as to enthusiast the curiosity and innovation into the students. This will help in learning the basic and advanced concepts through remote experimentations. Today, most equipments has a computer interface for control and data storage. It is possible to design good experiments around some of these equipments, which will enhance the learning of the students. The internet-based experiments further permits the use of resources, that is knowledge, software, and the data available on the web, apart from encouraging the skillful experiments being simulated, simultaneously performed, and points separated through the space and time. Now, this will not help. This virtual lab does not only helping the students and the teachers, but this helps the institutes also. That is, many accreditation processes are going on continuously from the science and engineering colleges. For example, say suppose NBA, the NAC accreditations, where there are the different criteria 1 to criteria 8. So where there are certain gaps of the teaching and learning process, that gaps can be filled with the help of these virtual labs. So that includes the curriculum design and development, that is innovative teaching learning methods. So integrations of the virtual labs aligns the NBA emphasis and adopting the innovative teaching methodologies. Virtual lab enables the institutes to incorporate the advanced experiments and practical applications into making learning more interactive and effective. There are certain program outcomes in the NBA process. There are 12 program outcomes. So outcomes of these programs can be easily mapped with the help of these virtual labs. So virtual lab helps in achieving the specific program outcomes, such as applying the knowledge of engineering fundamentals, such as using the model tools for solving complex engineering problems. This directly supports the curriculum relevance to industry standards and expectations. So web-enabled experiments can be designed for remote operations and viewing, so as to enthusiast the curiosity, innovations into the students. This helps the learning basic and advanced concept through remote experimentation, internet-based experimentation. So these outcomes can be easily mapped with the help of this virtual lab. Then second criteria, that is say the teaching learning process of the NBA process. That includes the enhanced learning experience, how your teaching learning process is innovative, and how the modern tools you are using in your teaching learning process. This will help the map this criteria 2 of this with the help of this virtual lab. So that includes enhanced learning experiments. Virtual labs provides a rich learning environment where the students can conduct experiments repeatedly. There is no limit how many times you are uh, performing that experiments. There is no limitations. So leading a deeper understanding of theoretical concepts. This supports an effective teaching learning process, which is a crucial parameter for NBA accreditation. continuous assessment. This teaching learning process needs the assessments also. So there are the online tests we can conduct it with your subjects, and that will map the continuous assessment. So many virtual labs includes the inbuilt assessment tools, enabling the continuous evaluations of the student's performance. This helps in maintaining the transparency and consistency in assessment, which is highly valuable by the accreditation process. The next criteria, which is easily mapped with this virtual lab, is the criteria 4 of the NBA process, which is infrastructure and learning resources. So cost-effective infrastructures can be easily shared with this. So this can be mapped with this by adopting the access to the state of lab of virtual labs and experiments. So this, by providing the access to the state-of-the-art virtual experiments, institutes can demonstrate the use of modern education tools and resources, that is innovative teaching learning process, which is the key to indicator of a robust learning environment. Same thing for the criteria 3, which includes the student's performance and learning outcomes. How, after completing the course, what learning outcomes are students grabs, that is easily mapped with this virtual labs also. Skill developments, the many skills we can be developed with the help of this virtual labs, that aligns the NBA focus on producing the industry ready graduates. So these graduates can be easily placed in the industries. The criteria for that is the faculty contributions, that includes the faculty development. Faculty can develop their own experiments and they can put it down in the virtual labs, and that can be used for by faculty and their own professional developments also. So allowing them to stay updated with the latest technology and teaching methods. So graphical user interface in the faculty teaching learning process, that helps in faculty development process also. Enhanced teaching methodologies, faculty can use the virtual lab to introduce advanced topics and practical applications in their teaching, which enhances their contribution to the academic process. That is the important factor of NBA evaluations. Again, with mapping with criteria 6 and criteria 7 of this, that includes the governance, institutional support and financial resources, efficient use of resources, the industry interactions and collaboration in criteria 7, that is the major parameter. So with this collaborations, you can establish the industry relevant training that includes the experiments and simulations that reflect current industry practices, helping to bridge the gap between the academy and industry. So we can work with the collaboration opportunities of the industries also. Some experiments, suppose you want to use with the use of some industries, we can collaborate it and we can fulfill this criteria 7 of this NBA process. Criteria 9, which is innovations and the best practices, that is the adoptions of the best practices, promotions of the research and development. In promotions of the research and development, the virtual labs can be used to support research activities by providing the advanced simulation tools, which the rural areas, colleges and students cannot able to make it. So promoting the culture of research and innovations within the institutes. How the biggest benefits to the students, to the institute by the use of this virtual lab is what? Institute will be able to fill the program outcomes and the program specific outcomes of each curriculum, of each branch of the engineering, each discipline of the science, and that can fill the gaps, the advanced syllabus, which is normally inculcated, and that gap can be overcome by with the help of these virtual labs by adopting the advanced teaching learning tools. Second, the biggest advantage of this use of the virtual lab to the institutes are your name. The name of the institutes will appear on the IIT Bombay portal, and Similarly, on the Ministry of Education portal, that is a prestigious thing. Uh, the reports of this virtual lab conductions workshops can be work as a proof for many NAC and NBA accreditation processes. So there are many virtual labs are available. We can be go through with these links. This is the portal graphical user friends. When we once we have your college is a nodal center of the virtual lab, so this portal can be accessible and we can access the various labs from this. So this covers the every engineering branch, every science discipline. That includes the chemical sectors also, the chemical science technologies also. So this is what the various disciplines and domains of the IITs we can be used. So this is basically covers the electronics and telecommunication, computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, biotechnology and biomedical engineering, civil engineering, physical science, chemical science. This chemical science and physical science also helps the pharmacy students also. Many institutes are benefited with this animated demonstrations of these virtual labs. Now, the next topic of this presentation is how to register the virtual labs, how we can access by registering the virtual labs of the IIT Bombay. So simply, you have to log in by the above link on the portal iitb.vlabs.co.in, which is the outreach portal. And once you log in with this, when you go with this portal link, the URL, this is the page is displayed there. You can use the login page. This is when we click the login, it will give you the login and or sign up button. If you don't have the registration, you can make your own registrations there. Once you registered there, the registration steps are very simple. That is what creating an account. What is needed? Your mobile number and your mail ID and the details of the college from which discipline you are working, whether you are science college or engineering college. If it is an engineering college, and which branch you are the students, your curriculum is your diploma, degree, post graduations, or the research students. So by filling the details of this, you can create simply your accounts here. For again, once you create the account, you have to log in with the steps with your mail ID and password which has been given. Once we get the login, we can access the virtual labs remotely anywhere, anytime. So this is what create an account. Once we create the account, we can log in it, and that's it from my presentations. I hope I have covered broadly the need of virtual labs, the importance of the virtual labs, and how the students can be benefited with the help of these virtual labs, how the teacher can be benefited, how the institutes can be benefited. These are my majority points I have been covered. So if any questions from the audience, I will be happy to help them to sort out. Metri ma'am?
Yes, sorry to interrupt you, sir. We will take a question answer session at the end, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So over to Metri ma'am.
Yes, sir. Excellent presentation. We will go with the agenda of the webinar. I request Buka sir to please continue.
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable knowledge and delivering such a enlightening session. I'm sure all participants found it extremely informative. Now, I would like to call our regional coordinator, Dr. PG Metri, once again to provide her expert guidance to all participants.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I am sharing my presentation. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good morning to one and all present over here. The webinar participants are from different state of our India, from Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. From different places of southern India, we have the participants. I welcome you all heartily to this webinar once again. Today, as we just attended Professor Jadhav sir's presentation, actually, it was an excellent presentation I heard till now. And really, it is focused 100% on the benefits of the virtual lab, which is essential for all the new participants, because in future, all the participants will be creating their own college as a nodal center, and definitely they will be connecting with the IIT Bombay by becoming the nodal center. So some of my slides again are related to the virtual lab. Here, my presentation goes like this, but many of the points already Jadhav sir covered. So I'll be directly going to the student and faculty registration, as it is the initiative from the Ministry of Education. Sir informed the concepts and the details about the virtual lab. Here you can see the participating institutes, means all the IITs which are present in India: IIT Kharagpur, IIT Roorkee, IIT Guwahati, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, IIT Hyderabad, NITK Surathkal, and the Dayal Bagh Institute of Education and COEP Pune, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. So all these institutes, they have created the virtual lab and took all the virtual experiments on one common platform. Main handling of virtual lab is done by IIT Delhi, and the connecting of all the higher education in India is given to the IIT Bombay. So we maximum higher education institutes are connected to the IIT Bombay, and now the whole connecting work is distributed all over India by creating the regional centers. So R.C. Patel Institute of Engineering, where Professor Jadhav sir is working, even R.C. Patel Engineering College is a regional center, and even Sangameshwar College Solapur is also a regional center. Like this, we have 4 regional centers in India. So as just now sir informed, all these IITs together created the virtual lab, but at the same time, even the group of faculty and students from different branch of education, if they are interested to create the virtual lab, you can also create, and this blank space may be given to the your college logo, as you will be one of the virtual lab creator. This is a really thrilling experience to connect with all the IITs and the virtual lab developing institutes. So objectives and all already sir covered. Once the college is declared as the nodal center, the team of work will be in this way. Head of the institution will be the principal sir, and autonomous coordinator will guiding us, and outreach coordinator, as you can see, Buka sir is there, and I am the nodal coordinator, and each department, here you can see physics department, maths, zoology, electronics, ECS department, chemistry department, BCA department, BBA department, botany department, like this. Each and every department, actually, basically I am from science college, so I'll be showing you all these departments. But if you go for engineering college, Department of Computer Science, Department of Electrical Engineering, Department of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Like this, different branches will be there. At the same time, in the pharmacy college, again, they will be having different branches. So, once the college is declared as the nodal center, basically head of the institution means principal of the college, then nodal coordinator, then outreach nodal coordinator. These three people will be the looking after the in-house activity. That means what? There are two concepts in virtual lab. One is in-house activity and another one is outreach activity. In-house activity means once the college is declared as nodal center, inside the college, which department is accessing the virtual lab, how many students are using it, and after using the virtual lab, the student as well as the faculty, both of them have to give the feedback. So how to give this feedback and all, I'll be explaining. So first step to create the nodal center is, first the college should give the expression of interest. So in this expression of interest, the college have to give on their letterhead number of different branches along with the number of faculty with respect to the number of students in each and every department. So that we will be guiding. But this webinar is specially meant to understand the concept of virtual lab and to create the nodal center. So this is how our college is working with this team of virtual lab. So as sir just now explained, the beneficiaries of this virtual lab are not, it is limited to student, but faculty, even some high school students are also benefited. So how the virtual lab works? This concept, you can have the clear understanding of this image. Virtual lab, it is totally web-based and internet-based. Any number of students or any number of users can be accessed at same time. There is no question of creating any issues while using number of users more than so and all. So any number of user can use the virtual lab at a time. Now coming to the registration part, even in this, Jadhav sir just now covered maximum points. Directly, I'll be shifting to the feedback, how to give the feedback. So once you click on this, you will be again going to the same screenshot as you are observing. I have already shared the link of this website on the chat box. Even you can try simultaneously. So once you click on that link, you will be having this screenshot and you have to click on the login. Right side corner, you are having a login button. So here, when you click on the login button, this window will be opening. When you click on login, the window will be opening like login as head of the institution, department coordinator, nodal coordinator, outreach coordinator, feedback for in-house and feedback for outreach. Just now, as I have explained you, there are two concepts, in-house and outreach. In-house means the activities done within the college. Outreach means for the nearby or around the college. As today we are conducting this webinar as an outreach activity. Means from the different participants from different colleges, maybe engineering, pharmacy or science colleges, they can join, understand the virtual lab concept, and they can also create their college as one of the nodal center under IIT Bombay. So this outreach form will be different. This is every time when you define or when you decide to conduct outreach activity, we have to take this outreach coordinator option. And after the completion of the workshop, outreach coordinator also have to upload the documents. There are 4 different documents. I will even come to that. So registration part already sir covered. So when you want to give the feedback, if you are giving feedback for in-house, then you have to select the feedback in-house form. Or if the outreach activity is done and if the students are giving the feedback on outreach base, you can select the outreach form. So when you click on in-house outreach, you are going to see this wizard. So in this, first you have to create the account. As just now sir told, when you click on create account, it will ask for name of the institute. So here, whenever we conduct outreach, as Sangameshwar College is conducting outreach activity, you have to select the Sangameshwar College Solapur as the institute, name of the institute which is conducting outreach. So as you can see, different numbers are displayed on this. Means whenever any college is created as the nodal center, a particular number is given to that particular institution. And your college name will be visible with that nodal center number. That is known as nodal center number. So as you can see, Sangameshwar College is having 95 as the nodal center number. You have to select this, and then the remaining fields you have to fill as just now Jadhav sir told, first name, middle name, and branch, your email. If you have faculties, then you have to give the faculty ID. If the students are registering, they have to give the roll number. So like this, all the details are submitted with the CAPTCHA. And in the all the above requirement, the student enrollment will be completed. After that, when the student or faculties are giving the feedback, again, you have to go for the same window as just now I have shown you, this window, and here you have to select the tab. If it is outreach activity, feedback outreach, or if it is in-house, feedback in-house. Then after selecting that, this window will be appearing. So you have to enter the email which you have used for creating your account and the same password. And then while giving the feedback, it will display which department is giving feedback. So here you can see the feedback window. So here, this is the feedback window. Here, civil department student has given the feedback. So in this, different labs are there, and again, in particular lab, we are having 5 to 10 experiments, more or less, depending upon the different labs. Number of experiments will be different, and student will select these experiment name using the drop down arrow mark, and then they will give the feedback. So if the student is giving more than 7 experiment feedback, you can use this plus symbol and give the feedback. At least 10 experiment feedback a student or faculty can give. So email already you have given, only there are some rules you have to follow for creating the password. So what are those rules means? At least one capital letter should be there, and at least one small letter should be there while creating the password. And at least special symbol should be there, at least one special symbol and at least one number. So for example, here I have created virtual lab @2024. V is capital letter and remaining small. So any of you who are creating the password for the first time, you have to follow this rule, and then you can create the email ID with the password, and while giving the feedback, same email and password should be used. So by experience of virtual lab which we have used in our college, we are extremely happy to share the information about the virtual lab created by the students of our college on Vedic maths. Actually, on this Vedic maths, we don't have the experiments on portal, but the students of BCA who are studying with us, they have created the virtual lab in Vedic mathematics under the guidance of Rekha Patel madam. So we are happy to share, means as just now Jadhav sir told, even faculties and students, they can create their own labs. So that is really a prestigious job. So this is about the giving feedback. Coming to the conclusion part, the virtual lab initiative at the IIT Bombay represents a significant step forward in the use of technology for education. It exemplifies how innovative solutions can overcome traditional barriers in education, providing a model for future developments in the field. By continuing to evolve and adapt, the virtual lab will remain a valuable resource for students and educators alike, promoting a more engaging and effective learning experience. So these are some references. If any of the faculty who are engaging with us for today's webinar, if you are interested to create your college as one of the nodal center with the IIT Bombay, please write us a mail to this email, myvirtuallab2024@gmail.com, or you can get the contact numbers in the chat box. Nodal coordinator as well as the outreach coordinator contact numbers are there in the registration as well as feedback link. You can directly give us a call. We will conduct a separate online session for the college who are interested to join as the nodal center with the virtual lab. So I complete my presentation by welcome you all for the virtual lab. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you one and all. Over to Bukka, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for providing more clarity and depth information on how to become a nodal center. Now the session is open for all. If you are having any query regarding virtual lab or how to become a nodal center, you may ask. Participants, you may unmute yourself and ask question. Yes. Uh, One question actually asked like some faculty members in chat box. I think Mr. Bharatraj Bhotle, sir, whether any paid method is there for using virtual lab or it is in free of version. Sir, we are happy to say that it is totally free of cost. No need to pay anything for institute and for student also. Is anything else? No, sir. There is no restriction for students for any department. Okay. Metri, ma'am,
Yes, sir.
shall we conclude?
Yes, sir. Jadhav, sir, shall
Yes,
we
ma'am.
go for conclusion?
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. 1 second. Sir, over to Bukka, sir. Please continue.
As we conclude today's national webinar, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who contributed to the success for this event. On behalf of the entire organizing team, I express my sincere gratitude to our resource person, Dr. Jagadish Jadhav, sir, for his insightful session, our principal, Dr. R.P. Buwa, sir, for his encouragement, and Dr. P.G. Metri, Regional Center Coordinator, Dr. Mamta A.G. for the guest introduction. And I also extend warm thanks to all faculty members and participants for their active participation from various states. Thank you all for joining us today. Let us carry forward the insights gained and continue our journey of academic excellence. Uh, I request all participants, the feedback form link will be shared on chat box. So everyone should give the feedback. After providing the feedback, you will get the e-certificate to the respective email ID. For any more clarity, we have shared our contact number, Dr. Metri ma'am contact number, as well as my contact number. So if you want to become a nodal center, then you can approach.
All the participants to please on your video so that we can have a screenshot of the webinar for the attendance. Thank you very much. Please come in the video. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all. With the permission of chairpersons, I conclude the session is over. Kindly provide the feedback, so you will get e-certificate. The e-certificate will get on your respective email ID, and the feedback link will not be shared on WhatsApp group. So kindly note it.
Can I leave, ma'am? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good
मॅडम
day.
फीडबॅक लिंक कुठे येणार आहे?
Sir, in the
Feedback
chat
link shared
box it is.
chat box in the chat box. Shared.
आली का? टाकली का तुम्ही आता?
पाठवले सर शेअर चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये शेअर केलंय.
केली आहे?
हो केलं. परत एकदा केलंय.
हा ओके थँक्यू सर. ओके आली.
Yes. I am available for 5 minutes because the link is shared on chat box. So after the filling feedback, you may take exit from the Zoom.
हा ते लिंक त्यांनी